1 spot. And for the Warriors, Gary Payton II is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Gordon in at the 2-guard spot. And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Down against Poole. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Golden State basketball.
And here's Golden State. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
And the basket by Gordon.
Well, if Eric Gordon gets the ball from beyond the arc, you have to respect his ability to knock those down.
Outside, George. Back to Dunn. Nice ball movement by Utah. Capella against Jones. Here's George. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now, here's Markkanen. After Eric Gordon's miss, Jones dishes to Dunn. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now, here's Poole. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Pass to Payton. From past the arc, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's George, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Here's Markkanen, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Markkanen attacking the heart of the defense that time.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Here's Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Outside, George. Back to Dunn. Right side, Jones. On the wing, George. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game. Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And Utah making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the 3. The statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And, Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
Now, here's Dunn, and he also played a big role in that last game with Detroit. Here's Simmons. Payton, right side. Gordon for 3. Rebound by Olynyk.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
He gets it in there. George has got his second bucket.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through, and it takes on the contact.
Gordon finds Payton. Here's Simmons. Olynyk is covering. And Simmons slams it in.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Back to Dunn. It's Jones on the wing. Capella covering. George, that's a two-pointer. The shot, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No good from Simmons.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
1:15 left to play in the first quarter. And Jones sends it back. Outside, Markkanen. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
Here's Dunn. The Warriors making the shot. Rule with the steal, and here they come. Ahead, and Simmons slams it in.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now, here's Dunn. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Outside, Markkanen. It's good.
And Markkanen really that time going strong.
Warriors leading by 7. And there's the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Poked away and stolen by Gordon. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. Changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Gordon is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Simmons in at the 4-man position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now, here's Payton. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Simmons against Crowder. Simmons inside. And Simmons slams it in.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
Here's Abaji. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Passes it to Fontecchio. Here's Abaji. This one for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
A great pass from Gordon there, leading to the assist.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
And the Warriors with bring the new 5 on the floor.
For your Warriors Junior Champ Squad.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Abaji. Covered by Lee. Here's Dunn. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just grown man work from Dunn inside. His incredible athleticism really helping get him these types of shots.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. Imanu Ginobili, recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you won a couple rings with that guy. Give us some memories you can share about the great Ginobili.
Oh, man, Manu is absolutely one of my favorite teammates of all time, Kevin, and one of the most delightful people that you ever could be around. I just think about the practices and the plane rides and him just joking around, and then something happens. He gets on the floor, it gets into the fourth quarter, it's time to win, and it's basically Manu Ginobili time. So I'm thrilled that he's in the Hall of Fame, and he deserves every bit of it.
And that one's good, Abaji.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Iguodala outside. Lee outside. Buries it from three-point range. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you.
Well, Rudy Gay was born in Brooklyn. Over 100 NBA players hail from that borough of New York City, making it a hotbed for Hoops Town.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And Utah making a change here. Markkanen against Iguodala. For 3, Westbrook. No good on the shot. And it's Utah the other way. A lot of talent indeed. And Rudy Gay is just one of many stars hailing from Brooklyn.
And future Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony was born there. And just like Rudy, was in Maryland for high school. Kemba, Bernard King, Lenny Wilkins, other legends from the Brooklyn borough.
And here's Gay after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. And George gets it to go.
Yeah, not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Here's Lee, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lee's got 5. So it's the Jazz now. It's an 18-point game. And George kicks to Markkanen. Here's Abaji. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
And Markkanen should do that more. He's got the height to survey the defense and try to find the open man.
Outside Westbrook. Lee passes to Westbrook. And here's Iguodala outside. Kicks it to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. No good from Lee.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
In the corner, George with it. Here's Gay. They get it back. Markkanen off target at the rim.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And that one is good.
His story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Pass to Abaji. Olynyk against Cousins. Olynyk can't hit. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Golden State. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
Iguodala, such a tough cover, very physical, and uses his body well that time to get the foul.
The Warriors have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Now the pass to LeVert. Back to Iguodala. He tries for 3. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. It's because of his activity.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if we can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Coming off a great game last time out, he's turning it up a notch already here tonight. Taking a look at the Warriors. Kenny, what'd you think?
They played smart. They took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. When you lose the ball, you have no control over the destiny.
Shaq, what's your take on Utah so far?
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game plan. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass, but hey, not looking good out there.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. Chris Dunn is out there with Paul George. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Jones in at the 5 spot. Jazz trail by 19. Dunn passes to Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
He hits the second from the line. Warriors leading by 18. To the inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
No answer for Simmons. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Now, here's Dunn. The Jazz working the ball around now. Outside, Jones. Dunn kicks to George. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Warriors basketball.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
Outside, marking it. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons. Trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Payton, and Gordon subbed in for Karis LeVert. Warriors on D. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. And the basket by Jones.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Simmons inside. Defended by Crowder. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 7 points here in this quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Fontecchio passes to Crowder. Knocked away. Just 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. There's the triple. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Fontecchio guarded by Poole. Fontecchio passes to Dunn. Comes up empty down low. Warriors leading by 23. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Eric Gordon. Gordon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now, here's Dunn. Feeds to Crowder. He dishes it to George. Looking to get back on track here. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. George has got 8.
And Paul George can take advantage of the length he has to make extra possessions like that happen.
Poole, the pass to Looney. Here's Poole. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gordon against George. Beyond the arc. And that's good. Eric Gordon for 3.
Sweet, sweet string music from Gordon on the jumper. Great touch.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Dunn. Outside, Jones. 3-pointer. And it's Fontecchio missing. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And the Jazz call time here.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Different look here for the Warriors. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Gary Payton comes in for Simmons. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Damian Lee in for Eric Gordon. Passes it to Olynyk. We've got 1:13 left in the 3rd quarter. He kicks it to Gay. Over Payton. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
This is Rudy Gay's game. Outstanding at seizing the initiative and then looking to shoot once he catches the ball.
And that one drops. Lee's got 9 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Abaji, the pass to Gay. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Capella.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now, here's Sexton. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. It's his first trip to the line.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Sexton against Poole. With a step back. Off the left rim and out. Craig passes to Payton. The three from Poole. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their...
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. They've got Payton. Jordan Poole is out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Craig in at the small forward. That's the Warriors 5.
Well, the balance that Rudy Gay has, outstanding job at staying in control, even when getting hit.
Pass to Payton. And it's Utah with the rebound.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Fontecchio passes to Dunn. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Payton kicks to LeVert. The NBA announced its 75th anniversary team last year, Brent, with a lot of fanfare attached to it. What'd you think of the list?
I thought the list was pretty good. You can always argue a few guys should have been on it, and it's probably a tough pill to swallow for current guys who have had tremendous careers to this point. Guys who have played 8 or 9 years and didn't maybe make this particular list. I'll tell you this, Kevin, in 25 years, there'll be another list.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Simmons checked in for Payton. Gordon comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Jordan Poole. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Abaji, defended by Gordon. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Abaji. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Abaji's got 4 this quarter.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no, okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Here's Gordon. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Drills the three-pointer.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Jazz have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Back to Dunn. Carey passes to Fontecchio. Here's Carey. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
One Toscano Anderson's checked in for the Jazz, while George comes in for Dunn.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that one's good. Simmons.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
From the line, and it's George missing.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Shot's good by Simmons. Simmons got 33.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Abaji. The Jazz with another miss. Pass to Craig. To the paint. Stolen away. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's George missing.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Here's Simmons. The rebound by Carey.
2 minutes
So it's Utah
game.
now
2
to
minutes.
stop the run. And that one's good. Abaji.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
And Simmons slams it in.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Toscano. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Simmons is running.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Here's George. The pass to Abaji. Back to George. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Here's Samanic. And just miss after miss right now.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Samanic. High arcing shot. The shot that time not on target. Simmons with the defensive effort. Craig passes to Simmons. Count the basket. Simmons got 45 points.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game